The DeKalb County Sheriff's Office is committed to its constitutional authority to effectively and efficiently manage the jail facility, court services, and the processing of warrants. Produced by DCTV DeKalb County Television, Channel 23, this video presents a special behind-the-scenes virtual tour of operations at the DeKalb County Jail.
Hello, Leadership DeKalb. It is your Sheriff Melody Maddox of the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. I'm joined here with Chief Akes and Chief Evans. Now, Chief Akes may think he's from the best class ever, but we all know the sheriff comes from the best class ever, class of 2017. I want to welcome you to this virtual tour. The DeKalb County Sheriff's Office was built in 1996 on 12.2 acres of land, 900,000 square feet, and can hold in excess of 3,800 inmates at one time. A little known history fact for the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office: some of the first occupants of this agency were those participants of the 1996 Olympics. I hope that you enjoy this virtual tour, and do know 2017 is the best class ever.
My name is Colonel Long. I'm the Chief Jailer here at DeKalb County Sheriff's Office that sits in 4415 and 4425 Memorial Drive in Decatur, Georgia. This is our intake area. This is where different municipality officers bring in inmates, and also DeKalb County Sheriff's Office and DeKalb County police officers. So what they do is they drive up, as you see this officer right here who's driving in, he's bringing an arrestee to our facility. They open the gate after verifying that that is a law enforcement officer. The law enforcement officer parks, and they bring the inmate, at this time it's an arrestee, into our facility where the inmate is searched for contraband and booked in. This is the mail sally port at the intake area. This is where the arresting officers bring in the arrestees. The arrestees come in this area right here. They put their hands up on the wall right here and searched by a detention officer or deputy that works for DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. At this time, the transition of authority takes place, where the arrestee, who was originally with the arresting officer from one of the municipalities such as Avondale, Dunwoody, Brookhaven, and also, like I said, DeKalb Police Department, the authority at this point takes over and becomes that of the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. Once the inmate searched, the inmate stands into this block right here, and they take their booking photo. All inmates that come into our facility are screened due to the coronavirus for temperature checks, as well as our employees. Right here, as you can see, we have a temperature check for our employees. And as you can see, I'm good to go. This is what we call our book-in area right here. We have detention officers and deputies that work in this area. Right here, we have a corporal. Actually, we have two corporals here, and they'll be able to explain to you the process in which we book in an arrestee.
This is our intake area. Once the arrestee comes from the back door, he comes in the back door, he comes, we put him in the holding cell 2. Holding cell 2, once he's in holding cell 2, we direct him further from that, whether he needs to go to the medical staff, or whether he needs to go to ID, or he needs to be booked in with all his personal property.
This is the identification area. This is where we fingerprint arrestees on all the charges that they were brought in on.
This is where the arrestees will be medically screened by our nurses and providers. Once they have been medically screened, they will be booked in our booking in process. At that point, they will become an inmate from an arrestee, and their personal belongings will be secured in our personal property bags.
Hi, my name is Lieutenant Lewis, and I am the Watch Commander for Jail Admin Processing. After leaving intake area, This is the extension, 2 Southeast is the extension of the intake area. Right now you're in the housing area of 2 Southeast Pi 200. Here is where the inmates are housed at. Here they have the cells, there are like 16 cells. There are 2-man cells as well. Here it's in the day room where they're either come out to watch TV or they can go to the kiosk over here. We have a kiosk right behind you here, whereas they can make contact with medical if they have any medical issues or if they have a grievance against the officers or anything. They can also fill out the kiosk here and also make contact with their families. Also, we have the telephones here as well, where they can make calls, collect calls to their families. And also the last telephone is for the public defender when they want to call in, make contact with their public defender. We can walk over here to the cells. This is also where the inmates take a shower, the shower area. And also this is their living quarters.
Hello, I'm Lieutenant J. Parker, and I'm the Assistant Commander of the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office Criminal Process Unit. Our Criminal Process Unit consists of 4 different units, one being the Warrants Unit, Fugitive Unit, Domestic Violence, and SORT Unit. With our Warrants Unit being the backbone of this unit, I will have Manager Lovejoy explain their duties and roles.
Good afternoon, I am Ms. Lovejoy. I'm the Warrant Unit Manager for DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. Our primary duty is to process warrants that have been dropped off to our office by officers of the court within the DeKalb County area. Our operation is a 24-hour operation. We consist of warrant unit technicians and supervisors to ensure that those warrants are properly entered into the system. And our unit also accepts those that would like to come and turn themselves in on warrants.
Good afternoon. I'm Investigator T. Connor of the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, one of the domestic violence investigators. Our primary functions here at DeKalb County on our domestic violence unit is to do family violence ex parte protective orders, which consist of stalking orders, serves, and temporary evictions if needed. Another function of our agency of the domestic violence investigator is to do assist orders and also shelter runs. The shelter runs consist of when a person has done some type of outcry to the Women Resource Center and to seek asylum to get away from whom they think may be causing them harm.
Now you may ask how all this happens. What happens when a petitioner goes down and talks to a superior court judge and alleges that some type of domestic violence has occurred, the judge then issues a temporary protective order. At that point in time, we have 5 investigators that will actually endeavor on those temporary protective orders. And if need be, on the eviction process, we will be removing someone from the residence.
Our DeKalb County Sheriff's Office also has a sex offender unit. Our sex offender unit monitors over 1,000 sex offenders here in DeKalb County. With that being said, 27 of those being predators, they have to report once a year by their birthday, and for the predators, twice a year. And we monitor and keep those guys on the register. In addition, we also have a fugitive unit consisting of several fugitive investigators that are assigned high and aggravated warrants weekly and daily, to which they investigate and search and arrest those wanted on those warrants. And finally, we have our fugitive unit that consists of fugitive investigators that are assigned daily arrest warrants, high and aggravated arrest warrants, to include murder, aggravated assault, armed robbery, to which they search, investigate, and arrest those wanted on those warrants.
In addition to our duties here at the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office Warrant Unit, the warrants that we process, we have approximately over 13,000 warrants on our wall, and they range from murder to aggravated assault, sex offense cases, theft cases, fraud cases, and various others.
My name is Captain Glendrick Bell with the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. I've been employed with this office for 23 years. My current assignment is for field operations, the uniform section. In this section, we serve warrants for felonies, misdemeanors, and arrest orders. We also conduct what we call mental health transports and custodial transports. We also assist our jail operations, our court operations, and our criminal process operations.
I'm Major Emerson. I'm the commander of court operations for the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. We have 3 complexes. We have the Decatur Courthouse, Juvenile Justice, and Camp Circle. We provide the safety and security of the complexes and transport inmates to and from court.
The DeKalb County Jail is a servant leader for the DeKalb County community. We service over 3,500 inmates here, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. One of the services that we offer is infectious diseases. It not only covers HIV, but it also covers things like hepatitis, liver diseases, gonorrhea, chlamydia, tuberculosis that are in the community. Another one of our aspects is that we have sick call. Sick call is for any inmate that requires acute care. This is for anything like a cold. We also offer things like contraception so that they can return to the community without having to worry about any untoward pregnancies or any other diseases that they may be concerned about, like HIV. We take care of chronic care diseases as well. Some people have gunshot wounds that required surgical intervention with hardware placement, and this still requires a great deal of chronic pain. So we take care of chronic pain and any other type of chronic issue, heart disease, hypertension, diabetes. We also take care of patients who have cancer, as well as those individuals who are also pregnant. All of those things are taken care of in here, and they're taken care of at different times throughout the day and throughout the week. We also take care of emergent cases, such as abdominal pain, x-ray available to us, as well as a lab here. We will decide on whether or not the individual needs definitive care. We would send them out to our contracted hospital, which is Grady Hospital, to determine if there's anything else that can be done for the patient. In our emergent care, we do have paramedics on board from the fire department. They are actually riding trucks. So in that, we are able to take care of any type of emergent case to stabilize the individual, to make sure that when we send them out to Grady, that they are in great shape. We do also have mental health here as well, and mental health also takes care of some of our chronic care, such as back pain, which can also fall over into mental health problems because it's so chronic.
Hey, Dr. Pollock here. I'm the dental director for DeKalb County Jail. I have been in this position for the last 21 years. My staff consists of myself, a staff dentist, 2 assistants, and a sick call nurse. Here at DeKalb, what we do is address patient acute dental problems, meaning if they're in pain, we try to treat them with medications, antibiotics, rinses, anything to alleviate the pain. Normally, on a daily basis, we see about 40 to 50 patients, averaging around 400 to 500 patients per month. The services offered here are extractions, fillings, partial root canals, which are called pulpotomies. However, we do not offer any replacement, so no partials, no bridges, and of course, no tooth whitening. Our sick call nurse, which is assigned to only dental, addresses all sick call needs as it pertains to dental patients. So if someone's swollen, or if they got in a fight, or whatever, she lets us know, and we have 24 hours to see them if it's acute, 7 days to see them if it's routine, and 48 hours to see them if it's intermediate. We also offer services for Grady if patients need to see an oral surgeon if it's something we can't do here. For example, broken jaws, fractured teeth that's into the maxillary sinus, or things like that beyond our scope. So we have outside providers as well. We in dental practice universal precautions on a daily basis. We have, however, ramped it up a little bit to include temperature checks and rapid tests as needed. We also wipe down and sterilize each and every chair once the patient comes in and once they leave. We also sterilize our x-ray equipment, which is state-of-the-art dental digital x-rays. That's all I think I have for right now. Again, I'm Dr. Pollock, and I am the dental director here at DeKalb County Jail.
Hello, my name is Dr. William Brickhouse. I'm Director of Mental Health here at DeKalb County Jail. I've been here 20 years. I'm going to provide you with an overview of mental health services here at the jail. Like a lot of jails, DeKalb Jail is one of the largest mental health providers in DeKalb County. This trend began to happen about 30 years ago. As state hospitals began to empty, jails began to fill up. That pattern has persisted to this day. At DeKalb Jail, we have full mental health services 24/7, 365 days a year. We have approximately 30 staff here, 15 to 20 of whom are nurses. We have 3 psychiatrists, and we have a group of 6 to 7 licensed social workers. I'm a clinical psychologist. All of our staff here are licensed. In any given year, we get anywhere between 9 to 15,000 folks in the jail who have a history of mental health, substance abuse, and other problems in living. We provide assessment at intake. Everyone gets a full assessment. We provide services once they are in the jail, including medication, counseling, and group services. We do not charge for mental health services here at the jail, so individuals are able to receive services without incurring any financial costs. Overall, we have approximately 250 to 300 folks in the jail at any given time who are on the mental health caseload. Average length of stay is about 25 to 30 days. Although we have some people who are here longer, and we have some who are here shorter. All treatment that we provide is by signed consent. We are accredited, and we provide services based on community standards of care. So we ask individuals to give us signed consent for treatment. We do not force medicate. A person has the right to refuse treatment. And even if they refuse treatment, we still are available to meet their needs while they're here in DeKalb Jail. When individuals leave, they are able to get medication consistent with what they've been getting while they were here. And we also provide people with connections in terms of community resources. And we work with both the courts and the public defenders to find people housing placements and other supportive services in the community. Overall, I think it's important to note that the jail is accredited. We are accredited both in terms of NCCHC, ACA, and CALIA. And this is important because it means that we are providing services consistent with outside agencies who review what we do and how we provide those particular services. I'm happy to speak on this particular issue. I think it's important for people to understand the services that we do provide here and how we are concerned with meeting the needs of our patients here at DeKalb Jail.
Hello, I'm Lieutenant Logan. I'm one of the commanders here at the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office assigned to Jail Operations Administrative Programs section. Now, at our facility, we offer a lot of programs and educational services so that we can assist our inmates here with becoming productive citizens when they return to their communities. Covered under some of those programs are GED in welding, but with our GED program, we call it dual track. Now, what this includes is we have our GED portion where they take the classes that they didn't get because they may not have completed high school or whatever the case may be, so that they can get that general education diploma to take out into the world. The dual track portion of it is we like them to obtain a technical skill. Now, the technical skill that we have chosen here at the Sheriff's Office is machine tech. The reason we've chosen that skill is because, like our welding program, machine tech is something that is in high demand. So we want our inmates to be able to gain a skill that they will be able to utilize
when they are released from our facility. Now, the GED portion is completed here at our facility. It is done virtually. The machine tech portion will be completed at Georgia Piedmont Technical College, which is who we partner with for this program. Now, we say machine tech, but understand that once an inmate is released from our facility, when they go over to the college, they have the option of selecting whatever technical skill they would like. Also, we have our welding program, which I mentioned. Our welding program is a 2-semester or 1-year program. That is also completed here at our facility virtually. Now, there is a lab portion to the welding program that is completed at the college, which means once the inmate is released from our facility, they will go over to Georgia Piedmont Technical College and begin the classes over there. Now, moving on to our inmate services. We have several programs. A couple of those programs I'm going to touch on today, and those programs are our First Choice program. The First Choice program is geared towards inmates who have drug charges or repeat offenders, and a lot of those candidates come from drug court. We also have our Options for Learning and Living. That's also a program that is geared towards life skills to help the inmates become productive citizens when they're re-entering the community. The First Choice program is a 10-week program, and the Options for Living and Learning is an 8-week program. Now, under those programs are several classes that are offered to the inmates to develop these skills. For example, we have Thinking for Change. Thinking for Change allows the inmates to face the issues that brought them to our facility and help them to develop skills so that they don't become repeat offenders. We also have our Substance Abuse program, and that is Double Trouble, AA, and NA. AA is Alcohol Anonymous, and NA is Narcotics Anonymous. Now, this is geared towards inmates who may have substance abuse problems, and that we help them to determine their triggers and things of that nature so that they don't continue to utilize the drugs that may have caused or put them in a situation to end up in our facility. We have financial classes. We try to help our inmates develop life skills so that when they go out into the world, they're not running into these same issues that's going to want to cause them to go out and commit a crime. We try to teach them financial freedom. Everybody wants financial freedom, or just getting things together. So a lot of these classes offer that we have helped them with just getting their life together when they go beyond our facility. We also have Read and Write. We have some inmates in our facility who are not, so well versed with reading or writing. So we try to help them develop skills that they can utilize or take to another job and be able to fill out applications or apply for things that they need, whether it's assistance when they are released from our facility. All inmates at the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office have access to the law library. They have access through the kiosks within their pods. Within these pods, they're able to make requests as it relates to their charges and or anything about their case. At that moment, the request goes to the library specialist, and they are printed out and delivered to the floor for the inmate. Now, we also have pro se inmates. These are inmates that are ordered by the court to represent themselves. They have a work area over here. Those inmates are brought down to the law library once a week for at the minimum of 5 hours. Over here we have books that we deliver to our inmates every Friday. The books are taken up to the floors and given to the inmates, and they also have the opportunity to swap out books that they already have. We have 3 courtrooms within our facility. We have Courtroom A, which is dedicated to state traffic court and felony first appearance, Courtroom B, our magistrate court, and Courtroom C, which is Superior Court.
Greetings, my name is Chaplain Curtis Crocker, lead chaplain here at DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. I am the chaplain that serves not only the community of inmates, but also the community employees here at DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. Our job is to make sure that the faith-based community is included in everything that we do. Normally, we would have 65 chaplains here, but during the COVID season, we only have 5 chaplains that are servicing the inmates at this particular time. We're trying to be very careful in what we do and how we do it. Once again, the chaplain services is here to assist the inmates and the employees. We service Christianity, Judaism, Islamic, the community. We do everything that we possibly can to meet the needs of all the people that are here. So I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to serve here at the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. I've been here since 1999, and to God be the glory, as one would say. But we're here to make sure that people are comfortable, and we're also here to make sure that we attempt to reduce the recidivism ratio here at DeKalb County. So our work is cut out. We have a lot of work to do. This is a revolving door, but to God be the glory. We do everything that we can to make sure that we service God's humanity. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Spencer Jackson. I'm the Food Service Director for Trinity Services Group here at DeKalb County Kitchen. Behind me are our main ovens that we use to service a population of about 1,400. We have multiple diets. We have heart healthy diets. We have vegan, we have kosher, we have 2,800 diabetics, we have gluten-free, we have any diet that you can imagine. We do accommodate the needs of the client. I mean, we do have a bakery area where we prepare fresh baked breads. All of our kosher meals are approved by a dietitian. We have a dietitian that's on call with Trinity Services Group. We're ACA accredited, approved diet, population menu. It's a 2,600 calorie, 2,650 calorie. That's an average daily calorie count per week. We have a 4-week menu cycle that is approved again by our dietitian. That's probably it. We do fresh baked breads, muffins, sandwiches, everything that you can imagine. So we accommodate the needs of the client, and it's all approved by a dietitian with Trinity Services.